Welcome back. Today you are in for a treat because we're all going to explore Guyanese cuisine with none other than NattyCanCook. Welcome to the kitchen.
Thank you for having me today, guys.
Now, two normals trying 4 different dishes or cooking seasonings under the cloche, and you're going to share as much as you possibly can with these guys because it's all new to us.
Never tried Guyanese food before.
We've dabbled in 1 or 2 dishes, pepper pot,
roti, curry,
and some of the flavourings.
Chana dal.
But not some of the stuff I know you've got lined up under the cloche today.
Cool, I feel like we'll have a great experience today, you know what I mean?
Gents, number 1, lift the cloche.
Cannot wait for this. Oh,
yes.
Okay, right. Big green yummy dip.
It smells green. It's oily.
It looks very vegetal.
Cheers.
Is it really spicy?
Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? Cheers.
Ooh.
Ooh. It is a bit spicy.
Bit spicy, but
It's giving me chimichurri type vibes.
but a bit more, but more bitter.
Yeah?
A bit more bitter greens.
Yeah. It tastes more green than chimichurri does.
You keep using the word green. Natty, what is this?
Green seasoning, mate.
There you go.
It's not easy.
It's that easy,
Say what you see.
It's that easy.
What kind of things go into green
So
seasoning?
we've got Guyanese thyme, garlic, pimento, Scotch bonnet, or Wiri pepper, depending, obviously, the Wiri pepper is the cousin of the Scotch bonnet.
Yep.
Celery, spring onion, onions, oil, bit of vinegar. You know what I mean? I mean, use this as your base for a lot of dishes.
That's why it tastes so much.
Because it's got a lot in it. And you said this is a base rather than like a finishing.
Yes, so you'd use this just to like marinate things. So for example,
Amazing.
like over Easter weekend, we was marinating all our fish with it. Then obviously you'd add additional seasonings before you cook it. Then if you obviously put it in a batter to fry it and stuff, yeah.
Right,
It
amazing.
is wicked.
Wicked. I don't know, it's wicked. It's wicked.
It's wicked.
It's wicked.
It's not. I mean, it is. But not.
It's wicked.
Shut up.
Never sounded more middle-aged. That's wicked, it is.
So is it always a set recipe, or does everyone have their own?
Everyone's got their own little twist on it. That's the way I do it. Blend it all together. Then we would have it at the restaurant. Then we'd blend it all together, have it as a big batch. Then you apply it to, as a base to everything.
Yep. Boys, as normal home cooks, where would you see yourself using it? If you had a little jar of that at home in the fridge, you whipped up at the start of the week, where would you like to use it?
I think that would work beautifully on grilled chicken, steaks.
The first thing that came to my mind was a pork sword. Pork
fillet.
Yeah, pork fillet.
My tummy wasn't okay on the train home yesterday. This is overshare, but I bought wet wipes to work today in case I need
my God.
Because I'm nervous.
Wow.
We have this video where we have to eat the most extreme things and keep a poker face.
Oh, man.
So it was unreal.
Yeah,
heat.
cooked.
That's a tricky bike ride, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it hasn't exited yet, that's why I'm nervous.
Oh, that is, yeah.
It's kind of like, it's just been, every now and then I go, moment, I go, where is it now?
Oh, what have we got?
Is that fish? I didn't think fish, sorry, I know, but I didn't, when I tasted that, I didn't expect fish.
Not everything is going to be new today, Daz.
How big is fish in Guyanese cuisine, full stop?
It's a main thing. Like you fry it with like pickled vegetables, so kind of like escabeche, and that is a banging.
An absolute classic.
Rice and peas. I mean, nice bit of gravy. You're laughing.
Job done. Gents, tuck in. So it's been marinated in the green seasoning and then seasoned and pan fried off.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That is so good. It's so much more mellow now
Yeah.
it's been cooked. But you can still pick out all of the different individual flavours. I like that
It's
a lot.
lively.
Would you apply it to your food?
I would love to add that to my food, but I need it in a jar rather than having to make it.
Yeah.
Because that, I think, tons of different grilled meats, grilled fish over vegetables.
They actually sell it, you know.
Yes,
Like,
that's
if you
perfect.
go down to like Peckham Market and stuff,
Yeah,
like, if
yeah.
you go into Bossman's shop, they've got them in big bottles, all different. Bossman, you know Bossman? They where you like buy your meat and fish from. We call him Bossman.
Okay.
Yeah, and they sell them in like big jars.
Okay, well, wicked, okay, nice.
See, that I can get on board with.
Right.
And I would love to have a jar of that in the fridge at home, knowing I can pull it out whenever I need it.
Yeah,
So versatile. I imagine even going back to like the fusion of the foods that we love with that Guyanese influence, even like roasted potatoes in your Sunday roast, tossed in some of that,
Laughing.
you've got this
Yeah.
incredible spiced, herby, garlicky deliciousness.
Incredible, love that. What a way to start.
That was only number one.
Good news is, more to follow. Now we've got you salivating.
Yeah.
Number 2.
For you.
Yes!
Oh, hello. El Dorado, aged 12 years.
Oh, this looks.
Is it going to be rum?
Very fancy. Yeah.
Is it rummy?
Rummy. Ron rum.
Oh, a 12-year-old Demerara rum.
Demerara rum.
Demerara.
So, Natty suggested we make a rum punch, but why specifically with this? What do you love about this?
It's the depth of flavour, man. You know what I mean? Very sugary. It's like when you go for that, it's not just your traditional rum punch, it's very much like gonna blow your socks off. Proper. Thinking on the islands, you get me?
Yeah.
Right, so you love your rum.
I do, but I've never had a rum like this.
No?
This is special. We're going to make a rum punch. Natty, are there any strict rules when it comes to the perfect rum punch?
Me, I like to pour freehand. You know what I mean? That's when it's the most authentic.
Pour from the heart. With your eyes
pour
shut.
from the soul.
All right, okay, you say when. I'm trusting you.
When in Rome, do what the Romans do, mate.
Oh, look at the colour of that.
Say when.
When? That's what we're talking about.
A punch is a very social drink, right? You're not making a rum punch for yourself. You're always going to make it for a crowd, and it's always got to be in big volumes.
Friends, family, limans, that's what they call it, the link up.
Yeah.
When?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
So what's it? Guava juice and pineapple juice.
Guava, pineapple, lime, and then some bitters.
Cherry bitters.
I'll be honest, it's the bitters we had upstairs in the bar.
Right.
Yeah, I've never known cherry bitters in Guyana, but you know what I mean?
How would you describe Guyanese food and drink culture in terms of the cooking and the eating amongst family and friends?
It's like you can have 3 different types of food on one plate, because obviously you've got the Indian aspect, you've got the Chinese aspect, then you've got the African aspect.
Yep.
Like with the stews, obviously you've got your curry goat, then you've got like your chow mein and stuff, which we're gonna make later. Then obviously you've got like your chanas, your dals, your rotis and stuff. So it's just like you can have all these different things coming together.
It is multicultural in that sense. It's a celebration of all.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's just obviously also represents our culture.
Yep.
So it's just like all the influences all together create something mad.
Proper sort of fusion and sharing.
Fusion and sharing, definitely.
I feel like we were left unsupervised whilst you had that chat.
But we added more rum.
Definitely. Never know more rum.
Right.
So I feel like we're always learning new stuff, but literally this morning we read up about this rum from the Demerara River.
Yeah.
I had no idea a sugar was named after the river.
Yeah. Like, so Demerara is actually a major part of Guyana itself.
Wow.
And obviously that's where the sugar comes from.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Is there a cheers in Guyanese we should know?
Cheers, bro. I
Cheers, bro.
That is sensational.
This sounds so silly, but it
Go
really
on.
tastes of Demerara sugar.
Yeah.
It has
Yeah.
that real depth and richness to it, kind of like that.
Caramelization.
Yeah, kind of like treacly.
Yeah. I get
It's
it.
almost treacly.
It's incredibly dangerous.
It's so good.
Mate, that's brilliant. Okay. It smells as much of Demerara as it does rum.
Yeah.
It's rich molasses. It's Asian oaks. You get some of that kind of note coming through as well, but otherwise it's just so delicious.
From seeing your stuff online, I haven't been to your restaurant yet, but it's so vibrant, it's so the food looks so exciting and inviting. I get why we're starting here, because I feel like there's more to come.
Definitely.
Do you want number 3?
Yeah.
Gents, number 3.
You go. Why am I more nervous about this one? I think they're building in flavour as well.
This one could be dangerous.
Yeah, this is going to pack a punch. Let me guess, red sauce?
Red sauce, yeah, red sauce.
Cheers.
There it is.
No, it's not too fiery.
Not too fiery, but it's there.
It's there.
Smoky?
It's really smoky.
Oh, there's a very distinctive flavour.
Oregano.
Oregano. Yeah,
Oregano.
oregano.
It's like a spicy oregano. No, it's not paprika-y. What is that?
It feels tomato based, but I don't know if that's my association with tomato and oregano.
Yeah.
Imagine that on the bottom of a pizza.
That would be
Crazy.
There's your twist.
yeah.
That's
Crazy
You see your chef culture just twisting as you get
really like that. It's got just the right level of spice to it,
Yep.
where you think it's going to take you up here, and then it kind of just mellows back out again.
That's the best.
Delicious.
So Wiri pepper is the cousin of a Scotch bonnet. So it's like a lot smaller.
The friendly little cousin.
The friendly little cousin that's in the
Yeah.
corner, chilling off, you know what I mean? The Scotch bonnet's loud in your face, posh. This is more like chilled.
And is it typically a condiment that's served with cooked food, or is it used like the green seasoning as a base and a marinade, or a bit of both?
So it's generally the pepper that you use in a lot, like the fried rice, the chow mein, the dal, stuff like that. Obviously, this has been made into a sauce, so this is a bit more. You can use it probably as a marinade, or as a dipping sauce, or something. Both really.
Okay, wicked.
So, but I think that's banging.
It's wicked.
You said it.
It's wicked. It's wicked.
Gents?
So that's the peppers.
You're gonna eat one.
Why would you do that?
I don't suggest that.
Because I was really close to doing it then.
No,
They look like they've been candied.
They're not sweets.
But you can see the size of them. I mean, yes, they're dried, so obviously they shrink back, but the size of them compared to a Scotch bonnet. And it's smoky, it's fruity. And that sauce that you were trying is also made with things like cucumber and mango, which gives you that kind of fruity body on top of the chilli.
Come on,
So
we're here.
a chili native to Guyanese cuisine.
Oh yeah, fruity, smoky, almost chocolatey.
There it is.
The sauce,
Ill-advised.
is so inviting and balanced.
You know my medical note, my doctor's note for not
Is
being in
that,
poker
what,
face.
is that what that's covering?
That's one of them. Yep.
Drink the rum.
Wash it down.
It's the only way.
Actually, I imagine because of its fruity smokiness as a chili, I imagine it working really well in cocktails as the
100%,
infusion or
100%.
like ingredients across.
I bought wet wipes, so I'm prepared.
Barry, that was a silly idea.
So Wiri Wiri is native to the country, but would you like to try it in situ in some cooked dishes?
We're good, we're fine.
Bring in the food.
Have you still got your glasses? Do you want a glass of milk?
Not milk. No, not in rum.
I'll have a little bit of milk, Evers.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you not had spice?
I've not really had
since...
spice for about 6 months.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
It's about an 8.
An 8.
I
Wow.
wouldn't say it's that bad. I'd say it's a 6.
What, really?
Compared to what I had yesterday, that's okay. It's nice to be able to outspice spaff though. All it took was a colonoscopy.
There's reasons for it.
All it took is a colonoscopy, yeah. Gents, a little bit of pork belly.
Yes.
And
Get in.
some sort of take on pepper pot, but made with brisket.
Dip, 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 dip. Whoa.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bosh.
Now you remember the other, we did pepper pot in our A to Z of countries when we did Guyana. And we also looked at, therefore, as a result, the cassoulet.
Cassoulet.
So and what is that?
So that's actually from cassava. So there's a poisonous cassava and there's a sweet cassava. So obviously it's just like a cooked cassava molasses.
Yep.
You just reduce it down. I mean, that's what you get it from.
It's almost treacly, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's
a bit more
really,
earthy.
really, really, really earthy.
What fruit goes really well with pork?
Apple.
Mango, cucumber. A
Yeah.
bit of the wiri wiri spice
Yeah.
as well. That
Oh.
is incredible.
It's alive.
That's so good.
That
I always
is
associate
so
pork belly
exciting.
in one of two ways. It's either a very wintry slow cook, or it's that kind of barbecue grill option. And I think with that wiri sort of condiment sauce, it would be delicious on a barbecue.
Yeah, I am.
Get that smoke as well in the char.
With like big family function. We're liming.
Yeah.
I
And
love
again, like the green seasoning, readily available in a jar. You can buy wiri wiri sauce and just add it to your repertoire of hot sauces, condiments, mustards, and the like.
I can't work out what bracket of sauce it fits in because it's made with a very spicy spice. But I wouldn't. It's not a hot sauce, is it? It's kind of like it's like a fruity, spicy ketchup.
It's a cross between hot sauce and ketchup.
Yeah. No, give it here. Lively. What the heck?
Yeah, completely not what I expected.
I wasn't expecting it to be so sweet.
Really sweet,
Earthy sweetness.
really earthy, really deep. And with brisket, a completely different experience to the pork belly. That
Okay.
makes it much richer.
Every now and then on Sorted, there's a dish that just stands out as something so unique I've never had before. Brisket in a sweet marinade with that spice, and my nose is so full of flavour.
You can feel the cinnamon, the clove,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
the garlic.
The spice, yeah. It's spiced as well as spicy, and I think that's that wonderful balance.
It's annoying because that now is a flavour that I'm going to be chasing, trying to recreate, and never getting quite close enough to that experience. Out of 10?
Yeah, that was an 8. That was
We're getting there.
big up Kush.
Nicely done, Kush. 8 out of 10. Natty, I think it's time we had a 10 out of 10. For number 4, do you want to get in the kitchen and show us how it's done?
Mate, let's go, mate. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Number 4, under 2 cloche. Grab one each, boys.
Noodles. Where are we?
I'm so confused. This is the wrong side of the world.
Oh, mate, you're not. You're on the right side of the world.
Oyster sauce.
Yeah, crazy, innit?
Yes!
Crazy,
It
innit?
makes no sense.
Yeah, I know.
Explain yourself.
So cool. So one of our main dishes is like a Guyanese chow mein.
Right, you said chow mein earlier, and I thought I misheard that, and I thought you lost the plot.
Nah. So what happened was, after the abolition of the slave trade, the Indian and Chinese people came over as contractors to Guyana.
Right.
Okay.
And obviously they all integrated, and a lot of their cuisines infused with what we was doing. And obviously we picked up a chow mein, which is actually a mixture of... It's
my favourite Chinese dish.
It's a mixture of like lau mein and chow mein together.
Yeah.
Because obviously you've got the wet and the dry together.
Yeah.
And then this is one of our staple dishes.
That is something
Crazy.
I never would have expected.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And it's banging.
Guyanese Chinese food, a wonderful fusion. Natty, where does it start?
I'm gonna do it the traditional way. I like to do mine a bit different. So I'm gonna actually pan-sear the chicken thighs first, but first we've got to marinate them.
Okay.
So usually we'd marinate them with Kazarip, and obviously this is my fusion, so I'm adding a bit of jerk seasoning to it because I just feel like it adds a bit more to it. And obviously we're gonna add some garlic, ginger, some thyme, and some spring onion.
I think that's what's so beautiful about food is that over the years there has been so much migration of ingredients and cooking methods and techniques and people, and that's where fusion food began, because food is the heart of every culture, right?
I love fusion food. This is just not one I ever would have expected.
It's the sort of thing that you would have created and would expect the world to slate you for it.
Yeah, I'll take credit for it.
Yeah.
Natty, where did you fall in love with food? At what age?
So when did I fall in love? Do you know what it was? So I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a conversation with one of my sous chefs. I was working in a higher end restaurant, and he was like, "Do you want to be a CDP at 35? Is that what you want to do?" At the time, I was like 18. So it was just, but it made me really think. And off the back of that, I had a head chef, and he really saw like a lot of potential in me, and put me on every single section. So by the time I was like 19, I was equipped within that kitchen. This was a restaurant in the Shard in Obelix. Off the back of that, then I was coming in on my days off.
It becomes a passion beyond a job.
That's not a job at that point.
Because I didn't know anything. I don't know anyone around me that was doing this. Anyone from my demographic wasn't doing anything like this. So it was very much a thing of, I wanted to learn more than anything else. Just the passion was there. Then I went to like Michelin star kitchens. After the Michelin star kitchens, that's when obviously I got into a bit of problems because I lost my passion. And then I ended up obviously going down the wrong route, went to prison, and then that's when my passion came back alive. Obviously, working in the clink was very much a beneficial thing for me. I worked in the clink for maybe 17 months altogether. And then, it was a really great experience. I picked up tons of skills. I was leading in the kitchen. And it just really showed me that, cool, when I come out of prison, I'm gonna change my life.
It's amazing that that's what brought your passion back.
And for those people at home who don't know, the Clink is a charity, right? So it's all about giving people second chances, removing prejudice, and basically training and teaching people in prison amazing life skills, and then giving them a sort of stepping stone, a platform when they leave to go into industry with this newfound like love and passion for food. I mean, we actually visited the Clink restaurant a few years ago as diners, and it was an amazing experience. It was phenomenal. The passion of everyone working there and the forward thinking. They're already thinking months ahead about when they are released, they're going to have this new skill. I mean, you're now an ambassador for the charity, right?
So obviously, before I went into jail, so I made it to a final of Young Chef of the Year, UK-wide. So when I've gone into prison now, I've said, so there's a thing called a job fair. And I said to the guy, I said, you know what? My name's Nathaniel. Google me, Nathaniel Mortley. I made it to final of Young Chef of the Year, UK-wide, 2 weeks ago, but I'm in prison. Within 3-4 days, I had a job in the kitchen. 86% of people that leave the Clink don't return back to jail.
Wow, that's an amazing stat.
You want to change your life and you want to switch up at X, Y, and Z, but without having the right things in place to be able to do it, it's very difficult. So guys, I'm just...
It's like creativity. You were just doing what every chef does, which is just flaring.
I'm just going, yeah, because this is cooking. And it's
I'd love to help out, but there's
Yeah,
no
we
point.
can't help
No,
out.
we're good.
Like almost traditional chow mein with jerk chicken.
Yeah, basically.
Oh God, that smells incredible.
Could you get a chop board and just chop this up
Yeah,
for me, please? Thank you. That'll be banging.
How does that work as a serving plate? Is that all right?
Yeah, I feel like that needs to go back through the oven, though, innit?
Yeah, I can little finish.
Yeah, cool.
So is this what you expected?
Man, do you know what it is? I didn't know what to expect when I was coming in there. I'm being honest with you. That's just bricks.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because I've never done anything like this before.
Now, as you whack that on a plate, Natty, what else is next? What's the dream?
I'm currently in the process of negotiating my restaurant because I really do want to collab with, like, obviously prisons and stuff and really take on people that want to come out of jail and change their life.
Yep.
To really say, oh, wow, this is something different. Obviously, there's no one from my demographic really doing stuff like this. So it's just like, if I can really show people that it's, yeah, you've come out of prison, yeah, it's hard and it's hard to change, but you can change. You know what I mean? You just got to just believe in it. You got to believe in the dream.
That's amazing.
Amazing. And remarkable that food can do that. I can't wait to taste this.
Oh, yes. Chef has entered the chat.
As much as possible, you know what I mean?
That is the fanciest chow mein I've ever seen.
As much as possible, it's, you know what I mean? Don't make me blush, mate.
Look in the part.
Yeah, guys.
Excellent job. Thank you very much.
That's brilliant.
Let's dig in.
Thank you, guys.
Right, it looks beautiful. Can we tuck in?
I wasn't sure what to expect from today, but I wasn't expecting this.
I did not think I'd be eating chow mein at the end of the video.
That's insane.
The really
That's great.
strange thing is, it's so familiar, but it's two things that are incredibly familiar that do work really well together, but the thought of it isn't one you'd ever put together.
The spicing on the chicken, and then all the kind of smoky, sweet hoisin soy number you already associate. Loads of crunchy veg. Love it. Natty, thanks so much.
Thank
Guys,
you.
honestly, man.
It's been absolutely brilliant. You guys
been
need
incredible.
to check him out. We'll put all the socials downstairs, Instagram, TikTok, newly launched YouTube channel.
Yesterday. So please follow me. I'm trying to go on my little journey. But yeah, guys, thank you for having me.
Amazing. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you. My mouth doesn't know what's going on anymore. It's so confused.
No,
It's
have you
so
got those
happy.
wet wipes?